This episode of the Swirl Suite is sponsored by Sip and Share Wines. Sip and Share Wines is a micro winery that produces a variety of artisanal vegan wines. They recently launched their 7 Words collection, which features a different word for every occasion. With words like gratitude and abundance, you can understand why each glass should be sipped and shared with friends during all of life's celebrations. The owner and friend of the podcast, Nicole Kearney, is passionate about creating experience for wine lovers who are often underrepresented by the industry. Learn more by following Sip and Share Wines on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter today. Cheers! Welcome to the Swirl Suite, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday. I am here. Find me up, Swirl Suite Podcast. I'm here with two special guests.
What? You got the check. You got the check. I'm back.
So please introduce yourselves, Vine of the Rhymes.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll jump in. I'm go by the name of Kev Kennedy, a.k.a. DJ Pheelin It, one half of the Vine of the Rhyme crew. Loving life right now. Got a glass of wine, but I don't want to show y'all because it's that bootleg stuff. I don't want you talking about me. It's real.
Ain't no shame. You know, unless it's Mad Dog or something. But
there you go.
All good. Yeah, my name's BJ Suber, the other half of the Vine of Rhyme team, also known as Dr. DeepCrates. And I will show you my glass because I learned from last time because I was shamed because I didn't have anything to drink.
Okay, so before we even go any further, we have to know what y'all are drinking, even the bootleg stuff. Is it really bootleg though?
It's Conundrum.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. It's light on the pockets.
Yeah.
It ain't like the $800 bottle of wine I had in Australia with my wife. I mean, I'll tell you about that story later.
Okay.
Ballin'. Yeah.
You're flexing kind of heavy there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Can't even pronounce it, but it was good.
And sir, what are you drinking?
It's called Miolo. It's a Brazilian Cabernet.
Okay. I see you.
This dude.
All right, showing off.
Yeah, man.
I'm drinking a red as well. I'm drinking a Sicilian Syrah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Versus an Italian Syrah. All right.
Sure. Alliteration there.
Oh, yeah, look at that. All right. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so for the listeners who do not know you guys, tell everybody what Vine of the Rhyme is.
Sure. You want to hit that, B?
Okay, Vine of the Rhyme is a music and wine pairing experience where we blend music, we blend wine, and we blend education, and we blend just a good ass time all into one.
Yeah. Edutainment. We call it. We can't take credit for that. Shout out to KRS-One. First time I ever heard somebody say that. I got to give them credit. But yeah, it's edutainment for sure, man. We try to demystify kind of the jargon that is used a lot of the time with winemaking. I mean, that's just one strand of Vine of the Rhyme. We try to demystify wine terms by using music. We have other marketing adventures as well that we host under the name of Vine of the Rhyme as well. But it all ties back into wine and music and I like that. We got to use that and having a good ass time. Mm-hmm. We wine different. That's our hashtag. We wine different.
Okay. I like it. And yeah. And so you guys have been on our show before. It was 3 years ago.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I know, right? Time flies.
Yeah, I had a Caesar back then.
So I think my first question, let's back up before I get into all my detailed questions. How did this get started for y'all?
Sure. So it happened kind of we were having conversations about doing stuff together. By way of quick background, B and I actually went to high school together back in Philly. I relocated to DC. Then he came down to DC. B has been DJing since we were in high school. And then I started DJ. I was in radio and then started DJing a little bit later on. So we were just in his basement, just doing records back and forth, DJing, spinning tunes. And we were drinking. And quite frankly, it wasn't even wine. We're gonna keep it funky. It was more it was a little Ripple involved, a little Henny involved in that situation. But we ran out of wine I ran out of liquor, and then there was some wine, and basically we were like, damn, this record really kind of goes with this wine. And then we started going back and forth, but I honestly just thought it was the alcohol buzzing. And so sobered up, and come to find out, we did real research that says that wine is actually influenced by the music that you hear. So it's like real legit research behind that. All the way down from using it to influencing your purchasing decisions when you're out at a winery, or at your Trader Joe's or wherever. And so we took that concept. A lot of the times they were using classical music, sometimes jazz, and then someone actually tried to use a little rock with it, but we've been hip hop since the 70s, both him and I. And so our music catalogs are crazy. That's why they call them DeepCrates, because it's like you see in the background, right? You see the crates.
Yeah, it was the first thing I noticed when he logged on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's not just hip hop. He has like everything. And so we were like, let's go beyond classical. Let's go beyond jazz. And I love jazz. Like I have jazz music, like professional jazz musicians in my family. I was raised on it. But we wanted to do hip hop, and we wanted to do R&B. We wanted to do soca. We wanted to do even EDM. Just make it approachable for every day, every man's music. So that's how the concept was really born.
And we just continue to, to flesh it out. And we thought, okay, we really do have something going on here, and we have a whole new market that, that's untapped, because like Kev mentioned, we're hip hop kids, and, the hip hop generation, we've gotten more mature, our tastes have changed. I ain't know they make 8-ball or St. Ives anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that too.
Doing different things.
Yeah, like if you look at it, just look at the evolution of just hip hop, cats that are in hip hop right now. You got E40 got his own wine. You got Sadat X got his own wine. And so cats, even like Tracey Lee, and a lot of cats that like, and we'll talk about him a little bit later, but it's a lot of cats that are now are referencing wine now, and even in their rhymes. And so it's not so much the younger generation, they on the scissor and all whatever, but cats in our era are, they talking about a little bit more sophisticated things. And plus being in DC, a market where there's a hell of a lot of black folk, and a lot of black folk with disposable income, there's wineries around here. But that connection to that winery, I don't think that they're doing a specific job in trying to connect to the urban market. So that's where we stepped in and trying to be that conduit to the urban marketplace.
I like it. So you guys started, like I said, 3 years ago, like when you were on the show. Has your palate changed since then?
Yeah, I like expensive bottles of $800 bottles of wine now.
Wait, break that down for me.
It was. I mean, I kid, but I'm not kidding. Like this thing was I have a picture, so I'll send it to you. But I don't remember the name of the wine. But basically, my wife and I were we just got back from Australia celebrating our anniversary and our 10 year, and it was just crazy, right? Long time. Thank you. And so it was her and I in the wine bar, and these two cats at the end of the bar. That's it. And so all the servers were really all around them, but they were helping us too. So it wasn't like a beef thing at all. Long story short, the server came down, was like, hey, gentleman down the bar wants to give you some wine. We're like, all right, bet. So they present the wine to us, and we drink it, and I'm just like, yo, this is the greatest thing ever. So on the low, my wife looks it up, and it like elbows me like, yo, it's at $800 a bottle. Like, then we looked up the case price was like crazy amount of money. Like, so you can't buy it anymore either. It's a vintage 2012, so you can't buy it no more. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. So anyway,
did he open that bottle at the bar and he just shared it with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's love right there.
Yeah. So that's how my palate has changed.
Well, mine is not as expensive as Kev's, but over the years, I've definitely developed more of what I like, what I don't like, but then also being able to tell just some of the highlights and some of the notes of the wine, being able to pick up on that, because just being more conscious of what I am drinking.
I'll say this, like I initially was a red wine drinker. Like I loved red blends. That was my thing. So I tried to I guess around when we started Vine, like I made a conscious effort to start drinking white wines. And it was cool. I actually had a quest, and I wish I could recall the name, but I had a quest to find a Chardonnay. And like, because a lot of times we drink Chardonnay, like there's a lot of misses. with Chardonnay.
Sure.
But I found this one, and it's a real familiar name. I just can't remember it right now, but they have it at the hotel at College Park in Maryland, the University of Maryland. And I mean, it blew my mind. So
do you remember where it was from? That
California.
matters.
California.
Okay.
Yeah, it was California
and you liked it.
And I liked it, which is crazy. Because a lot, actually, the California Chardonnays I don't like. But this one was crazy. Right. But the thing I think by doing these wine tastings, which has really been crazy to me, is I've learned to actually not worry about whether I like the wine or not. Mm-hmm. I actually like tasting wine for the experience of it. Sure. So I don't even have to like it. It's just a matter of like, oh, I can taste this. Oh, okay. This is different. Oh, this is a little funky. Oh, this is just flat. And so I kind of just like the experience of tasting wine versus just buying what I like.
Yeah, I mean, because even when you're a sommelier and you work in a restaurant, you're not tasting wine or experiencing wine for you. You're selecting wine for other people.
Right.
So, it's a different type of skill. It definitely is.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm trying to go that Somm route. So we'll see. Cause, keep your fingers crossed. It's a hell of an investment, though.
Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is. That's cool, though. That's cool. So before I go to my next question, I'm all over the place. You guys have a third party now. You have an extra person.
Yeah.
Tell us about the guy, Tracey.
Yeah. It's crazy how that came. The guy, Tracey. So we actually have two. So we do partnerships now. We've actually partnered with a few folks. Shout out to like our girls at Instant Vintage 78. We partnered with them for an event. So we've kind of branched out and kind of partner up with folks. But the partnership with Tracey and O'Jiz, he's a producer out of the Baltimore area. It just came about. I know Tracey's from Philly, but I know because we go to the same barbershop. You can't tell by looking at my hair right now. I'm throwing it out. But we go to the same barbershop, so we homies. And so he had an album that came out in February. So by quick background, we're referring to Tracey Lee. Came out with a couple of bangers back in the 90s. The theme, It's Party Time, Biggie Smalls, Keep Your Hands High, a couple other joints. Anyway, so he came out with an album produced by O'Jiz, and so he wanted us to do his launch party as a cool way to roll out his album. So we did that at City Winery. The response was crazy. We sold it out. And we were like, hey, you want to keep this thing rolling? Because City Winery just in the moment at the event was like, yo, y'all want to keep going? And we were just like, all right. So that's how it came about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
You guys got like cool. 6 months, and then we just, I guess a couple months ago, they said, hey, just finish out the year. I mean, we're like,
oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I was actually at that Vine the Rhyme. And so I came home. So no, I didn't recognize Tracey. I knew who he was, but I didn't put a face with a name. So when I got home and told my husband, I was like, yeah, so they had this guy named Tracey. He played his new album. And so I said it all nonchalantly. He was like, hold on, what? He was like, what's his last name? I was like, oh, I think it's Tracey Lee. And he was like, nah. And so he was like, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
I said, I don't think so. And then he played his song. I was like, oh, that's it.
Bars.
He was, yeah.
He's a wordsmith, man. Yeah, he's a wordsmith. He's so cool. Like, yes, he's Tracey Lee, but to me, that's just the homie. Like, that's how he carries himself.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was very cool.
Yeah.
And then I just have to say that, Tracey adds a whole nother dynamic to the tasting experience where just the interplay between him and Kev is just just like more real fun, contagious chemistry.
Yeah. They are both super hype.
Every night. And then even having Jizz involved as well.
Yes.
Super dope producer, but he's also, great with the camera as far as all the, videography, photography. So everybody's kind of bringing something different to the table.
Yeah, definitely. That's a dope point. Like Tracey really brings the authentic tie back into the music, into it. So he's able to kind of go behind the vine. And so he'll be able to kind of talk about songs and the connection from real life experience, which is super dope. And then Jizz, any of the videography and any of the commercials that you see, that are on our our IG page, Find It a Rhyme, you'll see that's all my man Jiz who produced the album as well. Expect the Unexpected, which is all available on digital platforms. That's a commercial. Go ahead. I didn't get paid for that either. That's the radio window.
So you guys branched out to doing wine tours.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, you want to hit that, B?
Yeah, the wine tours, they were like one of our first ventures, because we've done like 5. Yeah, we got at least like 5 right now. And we started, kind of soon after we started doing, Find a Rhyme on a regular basis. So I think we started maybe doing tours 2016 or so. Did a couple that year, did a couple 2017. Last year was just was kind of an off year for us, where we weren't doing the Vine or the Rhyme, our typical tasting events, but we were doing events at wineries. Like we were actually like DJing there all day, and we did that like 5 or 6 times,
yeah,
like last year. But the tours are just another way of, just engaging, our folks again, providing another experience. And also, we also want to introduce, these wineries to, or these are our folks, you gotta, what's the word I'm looking for?
Support. Yeah.
This crowd as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table.
Yeah.
You just want to show them that, hey, we can have fun. Everybody's doing well. We're enjoying some good wine. And, we've had like awesome responses from the wineries that we've gone to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it kind of goes back to one of the original statements I said where, we want to be that link and that conduit to the urban market and the wineries. And a lot of times, just like with a lot of things, the marketing is a lack of specific marketing to us. And then also a lack of respect, quite frankly, for our dollar. Sure. And so what is so dope about and the response that we get is, we'll bring in like 30, 40 people, which is crazy for the wine. Like we have to be very selective about the wineries that we go to, because there aren't a lot now. We've been to so many that there aren't a lot now that can accommodate our group just from a size perspective. But on top of that, they spend bread, like a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And so it's like a huge payday for these wineries. So they need to kind of really look at their marketing and have some specific marketing for us. And that's what, that's where we stepped in.
Can you tell me some of the wineries you guys have visited?
Sure. Paradise Springs.
Oh, Paradise Springs is awesome.
Matter of fact, that was the first one.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Them. Absolutely. Hidden Brook.
Yeah. Bordy.
Okay. Oh, so you guys go to Maryland and Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to flip-flop.
Okay.
So we try to do, originally we were going to do spring and fall. And then at some point we started sprinkling other ones in there, but it's like fall, we'll go to Virginia. In the spring, we'll go to Maryland.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, and the dope thing about it is we bring our turntables onto the bus. So we DJ live on the bus. Yeah, it gets crazy. Like if you look at the IG videos.
Party bus.
Yeah, it's a literal party bus.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So if you guys could take Vine and Rhyme to another city, what city would you choose?
One, it won't be if. It's more a question of when.
Okay, I love it.
Yes.
So, I mean, we're working on some things on like going back home, like, take back up to Philly.
I figured that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say probably like the top 2 markets just off the top of the dome is New York and Atlanta. Because those are, Atlanta is just, the new chocolate city.
Sure.
And, New York is just, you make it there, you make it anywhere. So those are the top spots that I think we want to go to next. And then
actually, I just came back from a press trip in Pennsylvania, and they've got some killer wineries out there. So
Chadsford is really dope. Chadsford wine is really dope out there in PA. Yeah. But the other side of it too is we're thinking globally as well. So I mean, I'm a prisoner of the moment, so Australia. But anytime like we go somewhere, like we make connects locally so that we can come back. And one of the goals is to not only do East Coast, hop over to the West Coast, do Seattle, that whole run, but then take it overseas, particularly Santorini. Like I had a hell of a time in Santorini.
And so did I.
Yeah. So the wines. Oh yeah. Did you go to the winery where they had where like the wine? They told you the story about how the wine was like it's like this tube that goes out of the mountain, and they engineered it so that it would go directly to the boat.
What's the name? You remember the name of the winery?
Wait, man, my memory is horrible for so many reasons.
No, I don't remember that story though. But
yeah, it was windy as hell. And I think it's always windy, and you go up to the top, and it's like real rocky. When you go up to the top, you can look out to the ocean. That's the only thing I remember.
Okay, it sounds familiar, but Santorini is like water all around it. So
true that. Well, because it's an island, right?
Yeah,
well. Yeah. We also want to go to Paris. So if you know somebody, you know.
You know we do.
I know. Message.
That would be amazing. Vine the Rhyme in Paris.
Yeah, we definitely want to go all over, like South Africa, Chile, go down to Mendoza, hit up all them spots.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, we know people of color in all of those areas. So just post it. That would be great.
Yep.
So that was my last series question. Now comes the segment where I ask y'all random shit.
Okay. Love it.
All right. All right. What is your pet peeve as a DJ?
Oh, I already know. Go ahead, B. I know what mine is. Go ahead, B.
How much time is that? Okay. Of course, the number one, most obvious one is, request.
Ding, 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 ding.
Really?
Damn,
so it's requested. Okay, so does it matter when you receive the request?
Yeah, I mean, everything is kind of like within the moment, because sometimes there are some like, that's a good point, where now you'll take somebody's, request, you can process it with how you're going, because we got the night not so much planned out, but we kind of have a vibe of, where we want to take things.
Yeah.
And timing for it, like, okay, we're going to do this for 15 minutes, or if this happens, I'm gonna take the party here, or if this happens.
Okay.
So
because I know DJs that won't even do weddings because they don't like playlists. They don't like a couple to give them playlists to go by. Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of weddings, a lot of corporate events. Like that's my bread and butter. Like I don't do a lot of clubs and a lot of that stuff anymore. I don't like dealing with promoters per se. So I like weddings and corporate events. But you have to, particularly with weddings, you have to deal with the bride and groom. And I'm cool with that actually, because I actually will weave it in. So it all sounds right from a sound standpoint. But it's when that person comes up to you, it's like, hey, the drunk aunt is like, hey, I want to hear the B-52s. I'm like, nah, like we doing hip hop right now, sis. Like relax. And so that's
and also the patience with the request, because
it's
not gonna happen right now. It's like not a jukebox,
right?
It's gotta flow together, because if you throw something right then and there for that person, everybody else is looking at you all crazy.
Yep. Like, that just happened to me too, boy.
So, you gotta give it. We're the professionals. You gotta give it some time. Give it. We can move it in. We can work it in there and make it. Make everything flow right.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Another pet peeve. Especially
Tell me why you mad.
I can be DJ Frankie sometimes, but especially like a mobile gig where you're setting up and you're just trying to figure out where you're gonna place your speakers, where you're gonna put everything in. Is when folks want to have a full blown conversation with you
as you're setting up.
Yeah, it's like just give me some time so I can I'm under the gun right now. I gotta put that over there. I gotta run the wires and
okay. And I love my brother B. He's mad meticulous. So I love my brother, but that dude, them wires gotta be straight. Like, yo, do not rush my mans.
I mean, he looks serious on all the Vine rhymes. So
right.
Wave or something, but I stay clear.
Yep.
I'm actually happy-go-lucky, and I'm probably one of the funniest people that you know, but you just don't know it yet.
On the low.
Got it.
Sneak disses. You're killing me every time. You sneak dissing me all the time.
Nah, but it's just, I guess it's my the facial demeanor. That's all,
All right, next question.
Those are like the two main ones.
Yeah.
Name an artist that doesn't get enough credit.
I got one from this morning, yo. I swear, and I've been thinking this, but it just so happened that Fat Joe's, like, what song was it? You Gotta Flow Joe came on. Like, I was listening to this old Funk Master Flex tape, getting ready this morning. And, like, the reason why I say Fat Joe, this dude has been doing it since, 92, 93, maybe 94? And he has a, like, bona fide anthem in every decade. And he'll put a project out right now. I think he has something new that just came out. And it's going to at least have one banger. Like, he has a formula and it works. The man got hits.
And he's got, and he's one of the people that you guys say, oh, he's actually gotten better.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, he never comes up in the GOAT conversation, like the LL conversation, the whole conversation. He never comes up in the GOAT, but he should be, at least he should get a mention, because this dude has 3 decades worth of a career. That's crazy. That's my vote.
Okay. What about you, B?
I'll say, I guess he does kind of get, like, on some levels, he does get, like, his proper due, but, like, definitely, like, Fonte doesn't have.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. They just came out with a project too.
Yeah, the little brother, they came out.
Yeah, reunion joint.
Doing a lot of stuff on that Sherman showcase, which is hilarious on IFC.
Yeah.
Even just the foreign exchange projects where, okay, you can get down. He's a passable singer. I can listen to.
He is a passable singer. I have to agree.
Not be wishing that this guy's rhyme. It's not like a Drake situation where.
Right. Yeah.
I'll put it with.
He can do both.
Yeah.
I love it. I think my vote, it's not hip hop, but I don't think Bilal gets as much credit as he deserves.
Good vote. Dude is mad talented, man.
I mean, this dude brought Prince to life at the tribute.
Yeah, facts.
I don't need to say anything else.
Facts.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
and that first album,
Come on.
Track for track was crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So was the third album. The second album, the third album was crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good one. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What song do you hate playing as a DJ?
This is how we do it.
Oh, good one.
Do people really request that song still?
I do a lot of weddings, so yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And I think it's expected, especially doing weddings and corporate gigs.
Yeah.
Parties, stuff like that. Especially like in mixed company, then it's like, okay.
Oh yeah, they love that, don't
they? Yeah.
I want to play it, but
I don't see us requesting that.
Nah, it's the corporate gigs and the weddings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't get it requested, but I know it's a layup, so it's like, let me just.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing with slides. I'm so over slides, but I gotta play.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, cha-cha slide.
Oh, those.
Electric slide.
Okay.
Cupid shuffle.
Got it.
Yeah, all
So
that.
the line dances. Okay.
All the line dances. Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, we forbid those at my wedding. Yes.
Well, salute.
Probably had some mad aunties there, though.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Probably had some mad aunties there waiting to do some of the little Mississippi cha-cha.
They were sure. They were all right.
Yeah, I mean, I just did an event for Howard. Probably a couple of months ago. I did their medical association's event. And so they told me up front, they're like, yo, it's going to be primarily 60 plus. And so bring your A game as far as that. And I was like, all right, cool. They're like, and play a lot of slides. I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. Yo, they were straight mad I didn't play the electric slide. Like,
oh yeah,
that's the least that I put. Like, I'll throw in a cha-cha slide, but I will never go all the way down to the electric slide. I mean, they were straight mad. Like, Auntie was mad, like coming up like that person making a request, like, yo, you want to play that electric slide? So I was like, I finally was like, I just played it at the end. That was the last song I played. I mean, it was a hit, but hey, come on, man, electric slide, really? Anyway.
Oh man. All right. So do you have a song that sort of creeps you out, that makes you like Like, oof, that's a spooky sound. That song makes me feel weird. I don't know.
It wasn't until I guess Us came out.
Oh,
now, every time I hear that remix for I Got 5 on it, that's
yeah,
it's a little creepy.
That'll do it. Yeah.
I can't front. I listened to a Gravediggers not too long ago. Just anything off of their album is pretty damn creepy. Like that, they went way overboard with that particular project. Like RZA, like you went overboard, man. Like that was pretty bad. What's the Bear Witness? And it's that joint. I can't even remember the name of it anymore, but it's a creepy ass song.
Yeah. My vote is Hail Mary. Tupac.
Pac?
Yeah.
Or actually Machiavelli?
Oh, yes. It just makes me feel weird. Yeah.
Run, come with me.
Yeah, it does it.
I just want to creep you out real quick. Help me.
Okay, what is your favorite commercial song or jingle?
I have juvenile humor, so that upset stomach diarrhea song is that John is hilarious to me because it has the Pepto-Bismol John. It has a dance to go with it.
Fizz, oh, what a relief it is. That one.
Yeah. Upset stomach diarrhea. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing the dance. Upset stomach diarrhea. Yeah, that John is hilarious. Don't forget
what the commercial is for either. So.
No, that's all about it. It made me think of that little song we sang when we was kids. What was I was driving in my Chevy and I felt something heavy. Diarrhea. Cha cha cha. Y'all remember that, John? That was a commercial too from back in the day. There's a theme with me. We have to wrap this up because I do have to use the restroom.
Oh my God. Okay.
You need some Imodium.
Tighten it up. Yeah. True.
B, do you have an answer?
I like it was that Nike commercial back in the day, just when you hear the sneakers and the dribbling.
That's creative.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Right.
True.
And McDonald's, I'm loving it. That's an era.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta go. What's Tyrese? Always. Yeah. That's the start of Tyrese. I was like, that kid got talent. He gonna do things.
Am I the only hood one? Because the Shoe City commercial.
My city? Yo, I hate that. I hate that. Between that and Eastern Motors.
Sure.
Yeah, like I not that I would never put my hands on a child, but in my mind's eye, that's a little smart ass little girl. My city, your city, Shoe City. Like you got too much sass in your damn shoes. Like yeah, don't sass me, little girl. Just go get my size 11s. Stat.
Oh my gosh. All right, last question. Name a song that will be on your soundtrack to your life.
Go ahead, B. I got mine.
There's a couple, but I'll say definitely The World Is Yours. You can put the original and the Q-Tip remix on there.
Ooh. Well played, young man.
Okay.
Well played.
Thank you, sir.
Soundtrack, man. Kanye West Power. Love that damn song. Yeah, if you break down the lyrics of that, it's a dope song.
Okay. Mine is Green Eyes, Erykah Badu.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. Okay. I gotta play that on Wednesday just for you.
Yeah, and we'll be there.
Word. That's what's up.
We'll be there.
Yeah. So for those of y'all that don't know, we featuring Mike Jackson's Off the Wall, 40th anniversary of that banger. And so we're pairing that with music at City Winery. So it's a part of our residency there. So it's going to be dope, man. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. I'll be there. So come out and check us out.
For sure. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you having us. When I saw that email, I was like, yo. That's what's up.
Of course. Before we go, tell everybody where they can follow the both of you individually and Vine the Rhyme.
All right. You can follow us on Instagram at Vine of the Rhyme. Everything spelled correctly and all together. You can follow me at Dr. DeepCrates, DRDEEP, Crates, CRATS. And you can follow Kev at DJ Pheelin It. And Kev, give him the spelling.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm from Philly. So it's DJ PHEELINIT, all one word. The PH, though. Yeah, man. Because, you see what I'm rocking right now. You see that action.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you see that right there. Although we took that L yesterday. That's all right.
So you guys got an event coming up at City Winery on Wednesday. Is there a wine tour coming up as well?
It is. We got a few things popping off. So we have a wine tour. Just mark your calendars for November 2nd. We haven't released the link for it just yet, but mark your calendars for November 2nd. We're going to gas up the bus. And then we have actually we already announced our next Vine of the Rhyme. It's not going to be a City Winery. You want to tell them about it, B?
Yeah, that's going to be October 10th at Smith Public Trust. And this one is going to be like in celebration of basically Howard University, because it's right during homecoming. And we're going to feature artists that went to Howard. Like,
that is, I love it.
Like Roberta. Young Guru, some of his songs that he's been a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Lattimore, Crystal Waters, Angela Winbush. So it's going to be it's going to be not album focused, but it's going to be, focused on, what, HU's brought to the table.
Yep. And can't forget Tracey Lee, Howard alumnus.
And lead off.
Yep. Yeah. And of course, my personal favorite, Donald Byrd. So got to do that. And, we could do the same thing for Morgan State if somebody we know attended Morgan State and would want to,
MSU.
Just saying.
Of course. We tried to do a fan one because, it's hurt me to do this Howard one and not the fan one. But, it's about the HBCU love.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I went to a HWCU, historically white college and university.
Okay. All right.
Temple University in Philly, but it's the next best thing to a black college, let me tell you. It's like the Diet Coke of black colleges. Yeah, let me tell you.
All right, we'll take that.
Surrounded by blackness.
Yeah, right?
Well, guys, thanks again for being on the Swirl Suite. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you, love.
Thanks for checking out the Swirl Suite today, guys. You can follow us wherever you find your podcasts, and we love comments. Please leave some comments on Apple Podcasts, and we love feedback. Please reach out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or our email address, swirlsuite@gmail.com. Cheers.